hello, beautiful people, and welcome back. I have been gone for a while and I've missed you all. This has been an interesting couple of weeks where I've been able to take an opportunity to actually participate in my own professional development, which makes all the difference. Just this idea that we are constantly evolving and learning and growing. And because we're constantly learning and growing, we need to take in new information as practitioners, as service providers, as experts, as all of those folks who support professional development for folks like you. So I wanted to make sure that I was honest with you all, that I spend time developing myself. I was actually traveling and we're going to give a full update on all of the travels and all of the activities that I was able to do. But today you have joined me because you want to know about the early career and entry-level jobs and how AI is directly impacting those. And that's why we're here today. So we're going to get that done. So I'm Leah Murphy. I am the CEO of Career Jumps for the Journey, where we help talented professionals build thriving careers. And what I am here to talk about today is really just some research that I have been keeping an eye on for the last few years. And there is very much a growth area, as we know, in AI. We're hearing about it in a number of different places. And I'm just checking my notes down here to make sure that I give everything that I'm supposed to give. And as we think about it, I wanted to make sure that I pulled out some just substantive ideas that are really important as we think about AI, especially as it relates to early career development professionals. So what that has given us a chance to really think about is what impact that artificial intelligence more generally is having around for our early career folks. So when we think about it, it gives us a chance to then say, boom, all right, notes are ready. And it gives us a chance to focus on what opportunities will continue to grow and to develop, and where there are chances for us to be able to get into it, right? We want to use the technology that exists as a catalyst for what's next for us. I am really trying to make sure that I give substantive information and feedback so that people are not operating in a place of fear and people are not operating in a place of avoidance. Because the truth of the matter is we can't go backwards. AI is with us. It's going to be a part of our lives for years to come. So how do we make sure that we focus on our adaptability and our ability to navigate the future going forward and not really allow ourselves to be completely distracted or in a place where we feel like we don't have a plan, right? Not having a plan is really what's causing the fear, or not feeling like you have the resources at your disposal in order to make the right things happen. So you guys will see me looking to the left and to the right because I am out of practice. It has been a few weeks since I've been able to join you live here on YouTube and LinkedIn. So I'm a little bit discombobulated, but I promise you I'm going to get back to it. So as we think about how we're going to navigate this, and we already talked about just this, how we're going to make it today. Today, we're going to go deeper into something that's making the headlines and causing a lot of anxiety for early career professionals. So we know AI is changing everything from how we write emails and also creating a crunch in tech, which is the AI career tech crunch. So what it means is that those entry-level roles that may have been stepping stones for new people who are entering their career, maybe graduates right out of college, maybe other folks who are navigating early parts of their career, are now having to think about how to compete with AI. And I'm here to encourage you that the competition with AI is unavoidable, but thinking about it less as a competition and more as an opportunity to be adaptable and to navigate the future is really where I want to direct us. So let's start with what's happening. So not too long ago, the entry-level role was really the foundation for career. You start as an assistant, you may start as an analyst, you may start as a researcher, and then progressively over time, with more learning, more responsibility, you get to progress in your career. So as we think about that changing with the benefit of AI, those roles of coordinators and learning the ropes and eventually moving up shift to be something different. But now, since AI is performing many of those tasks, it really helps us to think about what do we need to do well if we think about ChatGPT, Copilot, we think about Claude, we think about all of the other platforms. So then it takes away the opportunity for early career folks to learn by doing. And what that means is about 30% of entry-level roles may be gone from the workforce in years to come. And that's not just in one function. That's in HR, that's in marketing, that's in other parts of the organization. And what that means is we have to adjust. So Stephen Bartlett, who's I'm a big fan of, the Diary of a CEO, is not that AI, he said a quote, not that AI will take your job, but someone who knows how to leverage AI will take advantage of that opportunity. So this shift is especially hard on Gen Z and folks Gen Alpha who are going to be entering the career, because there was this idea of, how do you get experience? So what I say is the door is not closing, the door is just harder to open. So that means there are longer job searches potentially, and that means that there may be more opportunities or more chances where you'll have to take unpaid work from an internship perspective. But the truth is, it's not the enemy of opportunity. We're just facing the future. So if you can blend human intelligence with artificial intelligence, it really gives you an opportunity to set yourself apart in your peer set. So if we push and we flip the script, we want to see how AI can be an accelerator to your career. So I want to encourage us to think about AI tools as tools and not something that we should fear. So you don't need to be a programmer to benefit from AI. And you also don't need to be an operations expert to help to modify everyday work, monotonous tasks, or things that are redundant. And if they are redundant, then there's a way that you potentially can automate them. So I want to encourage you to learn the technology, to get familiar with it. And then as you're learning the technology, to start to stack your skills. So then you can think about what certifications could be worthwhile for you to invest into. So if you're learning the technology, you're taking advantage of it on an early basis and kind of operating as an early adopter, that gives you a chance to tailor your skills and to stack them and to then show up to your internship opportunity, to the work opportunity that you're thinking about as an early career professional, as ready, as adaptable. Because organizations cannot just replace junior staff. And it can't just go away, because those junior staff individuals need to be the leaders of the future. So as we're thinking about building the human capability and skills along with the artificial intelligence capability and skills, that's where the best leaders and the leaders that are going to have the advantage going forward are going to navigate and be more successful, because they've made it a both and. I talk about professional development and emotional intelligence a lot, and those emotional intelligence skills are still mission critical as you develop your AI fluency. So I want you to think about combining the two of those things. So if AI can take over about 30% of entry-level roles, how could AI be used in order to manage some of your daily tasks? And if you use artificial intelligence and the models, some of the models that we talked about, then how are you more efficient, and what does that give you time to do? So the idea is not that you start a process and then you have this new time that you are not filling. The idea is, how do you optimize the work that you're doing today? And then how do you get better and better so that you can invest that time and energy into other parts of the business, into ideas that need your attention, into innovation that has exciting potential, into developing collaborative relationships that maybe in the past you didn't have the time and capacity to do, but now that you're navigating and using artificial intelligence, you can do those things. And that's for folks who are in mid-level in their career. But folks who are navigating in the entry-level side of career and trying to figure out what's next for them, I'm really going to encourage you to adapt to the technology. And often we can kind of take for granted that you have grown up with technology. You were born in a technology generation, so now using the technology in a way that's going to be advantage to you is something that you can think about as your competitive tools. So there are so many platforms that are giving really useful entry level or 101 level access and understanding to AI and language learning models. And maybe those platforms are Coursera. Those platforms look like General Assembly, LinkedIn Learning, even some YouTube channels are providing these resources at a reasonable cost that then you can add to that skill set. So if you're in a early career development position where you're less than 5 years out of college or trade school or out of navigating out of high school, you can take advantage of those platforms today, and you can make sure that you incorporate those skills into your tool set so that you're having the right discussions earlier on. So I want to encourage us to think about the tools in the entry level standpoint. But for mid-level managers who are also going to be managing these people who are coming in an early career space, you have to have some competency, some fluency, some adaptability in these tools also. So take advantage of any professional development dollars or learning and development dollars that your organization may provide to you, and make sure that you're investing it in the both and, in the emotional intelligence and the leadership capability, but you're also investing it in technology and artificial intelligence understanding. So much to the point where I have now seen lots of organizations, some of the top tier organizations, Fortune 100 organizations that are my clients, who are building early career development programs, rotational programs that used to exist maybe 20 years ago. They're bringing those back so that your early career folks have an opportunity to still get the learning, still get the mentorship, but they also get the technology foundation that is going to be necessary to build the next phase of leaders. So there are organizations and companies that have thought about this and that are doing a good job at it. And if you're in a leadership role and you're here today, there's a reason for it. Hello, welcome. I'm excited that you're here, but I also want you to think about, how are you making sure that you're developing the next level of talent that have competencies in artificial intelligence, but also have emotional intelligence, self-awareness, those core leadership competencies, those soft skills that we know are still necessary, because we are talking about humans who have mastered AI, or who have a novice through mastery level understanding of artificial intelligence, that are still going to be working in your organization. So you still need human capability and human understanding. So for senior leaders who want to make sure they are going to continue to get the best and brightest talent, we have to make sure that we're encouraging these early career professionals, these young people, to incorporate AI with the soft skills that we know are critical and necessary. We have to provide platforms and resources for them to continue to develop in the technology as it grows, as it improves. And whether we want to do that in-house inside your organization and bring on an organization to come in-house to deliver this new technology training around artificial intelligence, phenomenal. And if you are thinking about that, my organization, Career Jumps for the Journey, is actually in beta mode developing some AI trainings and development tools, because our clients have made the ask of us and we are meeting that call. So I am very, very sensitive and aware that there are large organizations who are looking to fill this gap. And the ones who do it well, the ones who make the investment in the now, are going to see and reap those benefits going forward in 2026 and beyond. And that is going to be a continuing evolution where we're training and retraining, and we are upskilling in this technology and in this skill set. So I want to encourage us to think about artificial intelligence as a tool that can help accelerate our careers beyond just rewriting our resume, beyond rewriting our cover letter, but how do we use these tools to be able to optimize and to be able to navigate future technologies as they evolve, built on the foundation of what's available to us today. So we're actually openly looking to partner with some of the mini or micro certification organizations that are out there already navigating these spaces, because we believe there's a real partnership and a benefit to bringing the professional development skills and competencies that already are foundational in a lot of these traditional organizations, and then incorporating these micro certifications, these mini learning sprints or workshops into the work that we're doing. So that collaboration potential then allows employees to have the benefit of a both and. So we're no longer thinking about either or. Either we have to get better as individuals in our leadership competencies and our skills, or we have to get better at learning artificial intelligence and incorporating it into our work. It's 100% a both and the more adaptable that we can be today, the better we'll be in the future. And as we're reshaping those entry-level roles, it gives us a chance, and it kind of calls us to action as leaders in these organizations. What will our development programs, our plans, our systems, our development strategies for our early career talent look like going forward so that we can continue to win in the marketplace. So I am actually excited about what's to come. I am also very, very much plugged in to this bridge of where we were before and where we're going in the future. And as somebody who's an early adopter of technology, I'm actually excited to be able to support large organizations, nonprofit organizations, individuals as they continue to see the need for a better competency level in artificial intelligence and in all of the other soft skills that we are foundationally really strong in. So I'm excited for that future, and I hope that you see it in a similar way. I hope that this reframe gives you some context as to how to move forward with a plan, with a strategy, and not to operate in avoidance, to operate in stepping into your future and fully embracing what's to come. So until then, the next time we're together, I will see you on the other side. Please continue to make your journey work for you. And I want to make sure I remind you all to join our newsletter mailing list. You will find all of our insightful, curated, thought-provoking thought leadership around professional development and artificial intelligence tools in our newsletter. So take full advantage of that. You can just drop your email at gemsforthejourney.org. Give us your email, and then we will send that curated newsletter to your inbox just once a month. It's never going to be spammy. You'll also get all the updates on what's happening on the Career and Care Summit. So I haven't given you guys an update on that in a little while, but you will start to see beginning in November all of the updates coming through. So I'm excited for what's to come. I'm excited for what's on the horizon, and hopefully you'll continue to stay on this ride with us. For everybody who joined us live today, I appreciate you being here. I didn't ask you to drop your city in the chat this time because I just had to get right into it. And you guys know my truth. Once I get started, I tend to go full speed. So I appreciate you being with me here live. I also appreciate everybody who is listening to this on the replay. I love that for you, and I love that for me too. So until the next time, make your journey work for you.